Hello, everybody. I am your host, John Dungeon Master. Welcome to the Insatiables, the D&D live play podcast featuring none other than my illnesses as well as my friends. Hello, friends.
Hello, illnesses.
I'm the illness.
For those of you who weren't present, no, Hen. You weren't here for my birthday stream. I'm gonna cry.
I was not here for your birthday stream, though.
What did you do during my birthday stream?
I was on an airplane for many hours.
Oh no.
Getting back pain.
I'm sorry.
So exciting.
It's very exciting. It was very fun. I read a whole book and a half.
Wow.
And then I read 2 books on the way back.
How long was the flight?
4.5. I'm a very fast reader. I can read 160 pages in an hour.
Wow. That's a lot of pages.
It's very, very fast.
Do you retain the information?
I do. I can tell you what was in the books.
Well, we'll have a special episode called Hen's Book Report next time. Maybe that's what we'll do at the end of the session. Let's go around the table. How's everybody doing? Starting with you, Nick, playing as your character, who you want to remind everyone about real quick?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Guess who I am.
McDonald's employee number 42. How's it going?
Jonal the Ascendant today. That is what we've decided for today.
The ascendant? Descendant? What?
Ascendant.
I thought it was all D's. Alright, we moved on to a
He
new
really
letter.
likes escalators.
Ah.
Glimmering escalators.
It's true. Nick, how was your week?
Oh, it's good. You know, there's a Christmas in there somewhere, and then I've been playing video games.
Oh, yeah.
Having some time off work is nice.
True. What about you, Greg? Playing as a character you want to introduce to everyone again? It's been months.
I am. I'm playing a weird cultist of a priest that follows the many precepts. I think I settled on 400 precepts. His name's Hongwon Jun. And yeah, he's a psycho that walks in straight lines, who follows the unerring path. Yeah, my week's been okay. I had my grandfather visit from El Paso,
Nice.
which is both good and fun because it's nice to see him. But also, my family is weird freaks and they are stressful as hell, especially when it comes to traveling and having other family around. It makes them so stressed out. But it was good. It was a good Christmas. I enjoyed it.
I'm glad to hear it. What about you, Rube? How have you been?
Been fantastic. Had an excellent Christmas with the family. Many gifts were had. A pallet of wrapping paper was disposed of. We had about 30 people over for Christmas.
Jesus Christ.
We cooked about 12 pounds of prime rib and 30 pounds of lasagna, and we smoked 2 turkeys and a ham.
Wow.
Massive?
Yeah. And I'm playing Pax Posadil, a archer, human archer, who is running from some stuff.
Just a couple of things. Finally, last but not least, it's our boy. The one you love to hate. The man who plays clerics as
With
well.
the crypto scam.
We love the crypto scam. It's Red! Red, how was your Christmas, man?
Well, it was pretty good. I celebrated it yesterday.
Nice.
I was up very early. I had to cook all the food.
They made you cook all the food?
Well, me and my girlfriend cooked all the food.
Aw.
Your girlfriend made you cook all the food?
I had to figure out how to spatchcock a turkey, which was removing the spine. I've never done that before, and so I mangled that back part of the turkey really well, but it didn't affect the outcome. So, in the end, I think I truly did win.
Well, good job, then. I'm proud.
You just need a really good pair of scissors.
Truly. a very good pair. Now, we have a wonderful tradition here on the John Dungeon Master channel. When we have people missing sessions, they have to do the recap. That way, if they didn't watch the episode, which is live on YouTube, insert affiliate link during editing, you guys can laugh, cry, watch what we got up to without you. My question now is, Henrietta and Greg, have either of you watched the recap?
I have not, no.
Oh.
I watched the first one up until hour 2, I think.
Okay.
And then I didn't watch the birthday special.
That's fine. That one's not important for narrative reasons.
Great. The first one also didn't seem important for narrative reasons.
I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. I was crying that entire session. It was a testament to my will.
You seemed...
I had a good time with that session. That was cool.
I had a great time with that session.
Anytime John is struggling,
you guys did a lot of
having a good time.
Just nonsense.
We did nonsense.
We love
There
gambling.
was a lot of gambling. Talking shit.
I need a recap from someone. So with those context clues, Greg, I'm going to have you do the recap, and we're going to see how close you get to the truth.
Okay. Well, the session clearly started where we left off in the morning after the evening that was spent in bars, hanging out, discussing riddles, trying to figure out what was going on. And as soon as the next day started, I am sure that assassins descended upon Pax because he had hired other assassins to fight assassins that had a key to his, heart. And then in brutal battle, they were defeated, and they had to flee the city northward where the, dragon across a lake was waiting, the answer to the riddle, which they then raced towards, but then were waylaid by angry Fey satyrs, fresh off a bender. And had to gamble for their lives in order to proceed on this, hero's quest, which they almost lost due to the inability of Hung Won-jun to have a poker face in his quest to follow the unerring path. But eventually the day was won by angry dwarves, just being so angry that the cards ended up in their favor. Like the power of angry dwarves caused the universe to shift, and the satyrs were sent packing with even larger hangovers than they had before. In which we were then lost on the water for some time because it turns out none of us are shipwrights, and we tried to fjord the river like the Oregon Trail. And our caravan just got washed away, where we then had to battle in a coliseum against angry skeleton armies of the necromancer, and in order to prove our champion medal, and we did, and that allowed us to use the wishing stones to get us back on track towards the dragon.
It's like an 8-hour long.
No, that's exactly what happened. Let's pick up there.
One shot that you just described.
You are all now level 14.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, after all that hard work, obviously. What else?
You escaped the realm of death, where we're in a coliseum, apparently.
Yep.
Also known as the realm of death. Yeah.
I think I nailed that, honestly. Yeah.
It sounds way more interesting.
That was a Netflix special. That was.
I missed the own session I was a part of.
Yeah, we just fucked around, but that's way cooler.
Of course, because it was the holiday episode, none of that is canonical, and
it all happened inside the TARDIS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next birthday stream, Necromancer Coliseum. All right. Oh man. Grade A storytelling right there. However, I think we get an F+ at the narrative recap of what exactly happened. I think Rube has so far been the closest of we fucked around. So I'm gonna let Rube take over and finish out the recap.
And after that fever dream, we roll back to reality, where the next morning we traveled north out of Dannyville, We ran into a jam salesman who sold horrible bug-infested jams, who had a history with Jonal, who used to help them sell his scammy jams. We continued traveling northward, where we found a junction where people would travel via the river or via the road. Our friend Bahamaran did a little trading at this outpost, and while that happened, we gambled with the local overseer. The overseer, in his excitement, called others to the game and drew good, alert eyes away from the goods in this trading post. And some thieves sought to use that opportunity to steal. I did throw a stone at a guard and say, hey, you should look at what you're supposed to guard. And they chased the thieves off, but the thieves did get away. We continued traveling north. We got to Maraliville. But we didn't cross the river. We stayed on this side. And we, again, relaxed after traveling the several days northward, cleaned the dust off, did a little more gambling, did a little shopping. Jonal got ripped off a couple times. And we found bounties for some Bugbear militants to the north, whose names are... it's Hothbring and his goblinoid brigands riding wargs. And he's called a chieftain in the bounty posters. The bounty is 150 gold pieces or 5 gold per goblin bugbear ears.
Plus.
Or wargs.
Plus.
Oh, additionally, yes.
Indeed.
Towards the end of the session, rumors started to spread around town of a oracle set up at the local... one of the local businesses. We went to this oracle, and for 5 silver, Pax went in and got some advice about some dreams. And then for 100 gold, Jonal went in and asked her about the pretty rock, which was part of the spell code. Lady Marigold, the oracle, did confirm that we were heading in the right direction, but gave us dire warnings about the consequences of our quest.
It's true.
And that is where we left off.
We left off on the outskirts of Maraliville. You all have regathered, or 2 of you have... Oh, your limbs! They pop into place! Oh, God! It's spreading! The T-virus! Oh! You briefly come back into consciousness. Oh. Your principles having been followed the entire time while you were T-posing.
Clearly, yes.
Osric was sleeping. He was like, if his body's just gonna lead itself places, great time to take a nap. Like,
just mentally not present. The 2 of you see Jonal, incredibly poor, Thymond, far richer than you last remember, and Pax, all heading towards you. Your camp, your group, your caravan.
where are we?
You are here on the map. If I can drag you to it. There we go. Boop. And you get a party token down one of these days.
Osric didn't even know. She was like, "Holy shit, what? Huh?"
Seems my bones have realigned on the unerring path. Quickly,
You're
let's
gonna
walk
wait
forward.
for a time.
Remind me,
finally.
how long were we supposed to be staying here in this town?
We're leaving right now, Bahamaran says.
That's
quite
not
urgently.
nearly long enough for me to get my spell slots back.
What?
Spell slots.
You have spells?
What?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Get in the
I
car!
have
he
spells.
said.
Well, Bahamaran, I think we should head
Get in the
out.
car. I'm ready to sit still for another 10 to 15 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, 10 to 15 hours, he says.
It's a week or so north to the next town, right?
A week.
How many days is that? 8?
Yeah, like 18.
Yeah, a week.
Alright, I'm gonna need some enrichment at some point, but let's go!
Yeah, we'll go. But first, I need a quick marching order / Actually, let me remind you all. Bahammaron has 3 wagons that are covered. Each one has a driver and a hand to help load or unload cargo. You are all presumably sharing in the wagon spaces. There could be 2 to a cart. Maybe one's heavy and somewhere else the additional caravan hand is doubled up with another. Bahammaron is always going to take the central one so that he can keep an eye on everything. But I want to know where all of you are positioned in this group.
Well, I'm still gonna sit in the back.
Alright.
Infinitely carving fragile objects.
I think I'll walk at the front of the caravan, like alongside whomever is the foremost person in the caravan, whether it's the driver of that wagon or somebody else.
Okay. Do you have a preference
Osric is-
on side?
Towards the river.
Gotcha. What was that, Hen?
Osric is up front.
Up front
Somewhere.
as well.
Yeah. Either sitting and bothering the very first driver, or taking brief walks alongside the wagon as it goes along. But somewhere up front, where if there is any action, Osric's there. He's ready.
Sounds good.
Pax has grown tired and bored of the second driver's diatribe and lame jokes, so he's going to ride in the last wagon.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the even lamer wagon.
So let's just make. I think Jonal is has like a lot of like uneasy energy and is bouncing around a lot between different places in the wagon, but probably he'd spend most of his time
Near which one?
near the front wagon.
Okay. Sounds good to me. 3 in the front, 2 in the back. One kind of in range of the middle. You all will travel. Hanging out. Walking along this wagon. Acting as the kid caravan guards that you are. What is travel like for you guys as I set something up?
I think it is spent largely meditatively by Hongwon Jun, with breaks to admonish people for breaking precepts. You know, running in between the carts or whatever. It's called
That's
CCs. But
Probably
largely,
80% me.
yeah, probably lots of reminding Jonal that, you know, running is prohibited. But I think he's largely walking meditatively and purposefully next to the cart without much in the way of needing to converse or whatever. But does admonish people when he sees rules broken.
Okay. Anyone else have a thing they wish to point out while they're traveling?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to carve the Manticore spikes.
Give me a bone. Tools.
I can't mess up all of them.
Yes, you can. I believe in you.
I know I can, but we're gonna try not to. That won't do. I didn't like that. I'm trying to. What was I even rolling last time I was doing this?
I don't remember.
I
Not
don't
strength.
either.
Was it int? Is int your dump stack?
We're doing it. We're not doing that. Don't do that to me.
You can do wisdom. You
It's
want
gone.
wisdom instead.
feel like I could find it if I really cared enough, but I can do wisdom. I don't think my wisdom is that bad.
Yeah.
My wisdom's flat, so I can do wisdom. Is that it?
Okay. That's pretty good. You're getting used to working on this object, having broken several of these spines before. You
Sad
will
thing.
make some neat little carvings upon them. Some dwarven runes. And maybe some little art aspects to it that you can describe to us later. Or whenever you try to sell it.
Pax just plays I Spy through the travel, but he keeps losing because the guy keeps pointing out things to the other side and he's pretending not to see him.
Osric's like ready for a fight, you know. Sometimes there'll be things in the distance, and he's like, "Nah, it's just a rock."
I could.
He gets the axe. He goes,
Look at birds.
That rock was asking for it.
Comes
Yeah.
the birds. Well,
Jonal is just running around and like looking at things and being like, "Look, the 3 stones are stacked just so. Like it makes like a little overhang. Isn't that super cool?"
"Yeah, Jonal, it's really cool. Just
Never
like the
seen
last
something
one."
like it before.
Jonah.
Well, you see, this one's a little bit different.
God damn it, I just dropped my pen. There it is. I need this. I'm gonna roll a d6 real quick. Whoop! That's me. I'm the 6th person. I'm that. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3. It's Osric. Oh, Osric. You're watching Jonal on the, God, what is it? 7th day, 6th day. It's like the 30th of July currently, or Fantasy July, whichever one you prefer. This guy has been running nonstop around your little caravan for days now. Every little thing he sees is of interest. But you, at the front of this pack, knowing the dangers of these wastelands, someone having mentioned offhandedly, "Oh yeah, bugbears attack this road pretty consistently. There's a bounty for them." What are you doing to protect your caravan? Just keeping an eye out? Are you... ...
I mean, Osric's always got like one hand on a weapon. Like I'm
Mhm.
ready. You know, has definitely like accidentally stabbed someone a couple times, like in the past, because they just got too close to him when he was like at his you know, most suspicious. Like, you move too fast. Get away.
Never sneak up on me.
You used to think Osric was a hunter, but they just got surprised by a bunch of like deer and birds and stuff.
So Osric is just like sitting there, just like thumbing a knife, like staring off into the distance, waiting for something to happen. Like, this is his life now. Like, his life is just like either killing things or getting ready to kill something. And he's just he's in state number 2. You know, he's really excited to get to state number 1.
Osric's all out of bubblegum.
Yeah, exactly.
Violence is not the answer. It's the solution.
Violence
to the
is
question.
always the answer and the solution.
There you go. Okay.
This is why he's divorced.
Why don't you give me a perception check, real quick?
Oh, man. Yeah. It's a terrible man.
Just for fun.
Where is my perception? Do I know a perception? I have 0 in perception. 7.
Well, a 7 will beat the natural 2, even if they had plus
Alright.
6 to hide or stealth. There hasn't been a lot of rainfall recently on this road. Most of the green is currently coming from the scrub brush that is in bloom. But even then, this is a plant that absorbs water throughout the year, and as much of it as it can. You are on this old highway road that has not really been in use for quite a long time. It used to just be a military road, but ever since river travel has been popularized with increased boat traffic, so it's just not taken nearly as much. You pass by every so often abandoned supplies, debris, refuse, as you all cross. A broken cart here, which someone may investigate or check to see that it has been picked clean long ago. The wood petrified. Gross. Sometimes you'll find wicker baskets that have also been broken into either by vermin of this desert or of other scavengers like yourselves. But you, Osric, on the air, smell them before you see them. Creatures that the dwarves have long hated, who have long been your enemies.
Elves.
Yeah.
You smell the elf that is Jonal, and mixed right next with it, and his gross face stink, are the grobbling.
That fucking lavender. Jesus.
Elves have a natural lavender smell.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You smell the wet dog stench of the warg.
Ah.
Somewhere nearby, their piss-covered legs are skulking.
Osric for like a second like leans towards the driver and just goes.
Did you just sniff him?
Yeah, I just gotta make sure. Gotta cover all the bases. You know, it's not the elf, it's not the driver. I don't want to alarm you or anything, but there's definitely a warg or two up ahead. Just letting you know.
Wait, what? This driver ass.
Just slow down a little bit. Slow down. Just slow down. We'll be all right. Be okay.
I'll slow down.
Osric stands up and he's got his 2 hand axes, and he like jumps off the cart while it's still going.
Excuse me.
So excited, he's like shaking.
All of you see your murder dwarf suddenly pull out 2 axes, as though they're getting ready for a brawl. Bahammaron in the middle calls out to Jonal, what's your friend doing?
I don't know. I think they missed an opportunity for an updog joke.
Alright, we're going to the battle map immediately. Unreal.
Oh my god.
You just hear the words lost in the wind. Do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
succumb to rage.
You hear the word updog, all of you, and wargs pop their heads out of their hiding spots.
Jonal, I'm not gonna fucking tell you they're not dogs, alright? Look at them. They're disgusting.
Come on, man. You didn't do nothing, do you? Alrighty, I need everybody to go ahead and click their tokens and roll for initiative. As I will not do group initiative for these guys, I will do singular.
Ooh, classy.
I count 4 initiatives from my players.
Sorry, I'm having a problem grabbing my token.
You're down at that bottom.
There we go. When did initiative?
Ooh, very nice, Pax. Pax, you will be our first person to act as you hear a call out of, "Oh, fuck!" from the driver directly in front of you as he sees wargs pop up.
Said don't fucking panic, you lily.
I'm panicking. What do you do, Pax?
Draw an arrow, knock it to my string, and kind of gauge the distance real quick. Quite far.
Yeah. Well, that's good for an archer, right?
Yeah. What's my ring?
Do you not see the ones that are right next to you?
Yeah, look to your left.
No, that's where.
Oh, the
patch is.
Yeah, that's where my eye patch is. I'm aiming at the far ones on the right. Let's see. I'm gonna open fire with my longbow at the.
Why is this not? There we go.
Let's see. This one. What's the first one I see over here? Probably this one.
Probably.
Okay, open fire at that one.
Sounds good. You will see this bugbear be popped up, and as soon as he does, you pull out an arrow and shoot it at him. Go ahead and roll for damage. You strike the bugbear.
5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage. You clip him right in the shoulder. He is struck. Anything else you got?
And just draw another arrow and turn my vision a bit so I can look to my left now and say, "Oh shit!" And that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to our first bugbear, who will pop out of hiding as he sees the wargs pop up, confused by a call in common that they recognize, and he's like, "Fuck." And will begin to trudge on over his, I believe, 30 feet? Let me double check bugbear stats. Been a little while. Yep, 30 feet. He will do what is known as dash. Getting right up next to this cart where this driver and this horse are like, yeah, we're not slowing down. But that is his turn, bringing us to this cart, who will act, dragging all of the people on it slightly off the road. As the horse realizes...
Oh, we're mobile.
Yeah, you're mobile. You're on vehicles. You think these are just painted on the map? John has little things. Don't worry. That was its action of pulling the cart forward and moving off the road in panic from the bugbear. The driver will make an animal handling check. Next turn, as Joe Knoll, it becomes your turn.
I will reach out my hand and pop a firebolt out of one of my gloves at that same bugbear.
Okay. You see a bugbear and you shoot that bugbear. That bugbear has less than 17 AC. For 6 more points of damage. Holy shit! He crawls out in Goblin. Does anyone speak Goblin?
That's a great question.
That is a great question. Let me check.
I do not know.
Okay.
I speak 2 languages. Either are Goblin.
Common and English.
Jonal, you see the horse behind you is still trudging and is probably going to panic soon. Hopefully you won't be hit by it.
Yeah, we're gonna go over here somewhere.
Okay. Well, as you duck off to the side, the horse, this one is Bahammaron's horse. Bahammaron, the experienced merchant, pulls out a crossbow as well. Or, yeah, he's got a crossbow. The horse will do its own thing and will rampage or go forward directly in front of itself. Like so. Bahammaron will look at a close nearby target, hopefully within... it's... Hell yeah. He's gonna do like a 180 through the cart, shoot the loaded light crossbow. Getting a... Oh, is that enough? He's got +3 on range attacks. That is just enough to hit. Oh my god. Can someone roll me a 1d8 +3? Because I don't have Bahammer sheet attached to this fucking horse token. Jesus Christ, Bahammer.
He's a monster.
Robbing my caravan, he says. Menacing.
Aha, man strikes again.
Alrighty, the wargs get to go along with the bugbears on their backs. They trudge forward. It's Red. Red gets to go first. Dashing straight to Osric and the firing line. Warg. Did you dash, Warg? Or did you have the movement to get up here to attack? You did have the movement to get up there. He will take a bite out of you, Osric. Charge! Is 11 your AC?
Absolutely not.
Alright, the bugbear will swing his
coming.
Exactly.
He got hit by the sorcerer, and this bugbear is going to make a... No, he knows to attack the spellcasters first. He's going to swing his Morning Star at you, Jonal. Does an 11 hit?
11 is no good.
Oh, shit. Just think, guys. He could have got a surprise attack. Unfortunate. Why did it auto-roll damage? Oh, well. That is the first Bugbear and War combo. The other one goes through difficult terrain to jump through it. Oh, he's going to have to dash all the way to you, Mr. Cleric Man. The bugbear will not get his bite attack, but the guy on its back will swing a Morning Star at you for an... Monsters.
That does not clear my AC.
You easily... probably dodge it, honestly.
You made a mistake of using the curved path. Walk the unerring one. You will swing truer.
No, he shouts.
Stop giving him fucking advice.
One must be honorable.
This hobgoblin in the back, which none of you have currently really noticed, does what is known as pick up a longbow and shoot at a target. He is in a target-rich environment, but now some people are in melee. That guy's there. Ooh, Bahamron's a target. This guy's a target. He can't really see Pax, but I suppose Pax could see out. So, who cares? He is going to roll a 1d3 here to see who he's targeting. That is going to be a Bahamron shot. Ugh. Did he just crit? He just crit Bahamron.
He just crit Bahamron, yeah.
Ugh! Bahamron gets crit. Luckily for Bahamron, no ally of his hobgoblin is within 5 feet of him. Otherwise, Bahamron would have taken some extra damage. That brings us to Osric, who's in melee combat now.
Sure fucking am.
What would you like to do?
Osric points to Janal. It's like, get behind me, you fucking lily. First order of business, protect the weak. And then I would like to rage.
We love
my
raging.
bonus action. Get real fucking angry. And I'm gonna... I have my hand axes in my hand already. Might as well. What are your rules for double wielding again?
You just get an extra attack instead of it being a bonus action.
Okay. Then I will use my hand axe and I will do a schmacky on the face of the guy that's already injured.
15 is one shy of this bugbear's AC.
Oh no, oh yeah, you're right, the bugbear, not the warg.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I have another hand axe. I go again.
You go again and strike true! For 5 plus
5
2.
plus 2, 7.
Is 7. He is looking badly hurt. Shot in the chest by fire and an arrow. and then getting cut right on the thigh as you swing at this thing. Okay.
And
You
then
have a
I
bit
will
of
do. Yeah. First creature you strike, you hit on each of your turns with a weapon attack makes extra damage.
Oh shit.
I have my Divine Fury,
On each of
which
your
I have
turns
not
with
added
what?
in yet.
We can fix that. You can just automatically roll this if you want.
I know, I just haven't added into my thing.
Go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
If you roll a 5, you kill him. That is
Damn,
a
3.
3.
Shame.
You channel the fury of your god. And watch as it necrotizes all over this man.
And then I'm going to move and bully Janal out of the way a little bit over here.
Okay.
Come around. Kind of
Sounds
like
good.
shoulder him out of the way with my half-sized body.
That brings us
Smell
to
too
you,
good. Get out here.
Mr. Princeps Man.
It would be precepts. I look to this bugbear hobgoblin duo, and I say, apologies, I must be elsewhere for now. And I just step away from them. They can make an attack of opportunity if they would like. And I'm gonna go
Yeah, both will.
30 feet.
Sweet.
Here.
Missing. Oh my god.
Yep, a 9 won't hit.
But well, 23.
The 23 will clip me on the way by, yes.
It will clip you for near max damage for 12 piercing.
12 piercing. Alrighty.
Ignore that strength save. If it had the ability to pounce on you, it has lost that due to bugbear weight.
And then I will get within range of my allies, and I will reveal a scroll of paper that I've been working on. And it has as many precepts as I've been able to write in the last day upon it. And I shout to my teammates, "Have a strong will, and anything can be achieved." And all four of them will hear this reverberate in their souls and become blessed by my divine authority. And since I have cast a first level spell or higher on an ally, I may choose one of them to make an attack using my voice of authority. And I'm going to choose Osric. Let's finish off what you started here.
Osric, make a
goes
free
in.
attack roll.
Feeling. Oh, God. Nat 1.
Can you roll me a 1d20 for fun?
Yeah. I'm just particularly upset that I had to listen to you at all.
You are so close to just naturally point blank tomahawking this guy to finish him off, but you think better of it in the moment. As you swing at him, a paw just slaps you down. It's the wart. You.
You
Okay.
dog.
Mr. Cleric Man, is there any other things you want to do?
That is my turn, I believe.
Sounds Gucci. Thymond, you're in a cart that's going off-roading.
Where we're going, we're always off-roading. Anyways, we're going to strategically get off the cart and walk as far as my tiny little legs will take me, which is 25 feet.
Yep.
About there.
Oh.
Is that correct?
Yep. Looks about.
I'm a little further than I should be, but it's fine. I still can't hit this guy anyways. And then now, I think I'm just gonna throw hand axes at him from point blank range.
Jesus.
Okay, throw a hand axe.
I need to find my hand axe. There it is.
A 9 is unfortunately not enough.
Does a D4 maybe get him there?
AC 16 for bugbears.
Okay, then it
The
would
D4 will not get me there.
Indeed. Okay. You have
no,
fighter stuff if you want to use any of it.
None of my fighter stuff will help me get closer to fight this guy. So,
Okay.
or at least it's not worth using it to fight this guy yet.
I understand and am here for it. Alright, there's one more hobgoblin in the mix, and then we are moving a horse. This guy in the back sees Joe Knoll as well, who is now getting shoved, but also, why is my hobgoblin sheet broken? Come on. Game, why are you doing this to me? I'm gonna shoot a longbow at you, Joe Knoll, because he doesn't like fire sorcerers. For a 15?
Yeah, that's it.
That's a hit. Then go ahead. Once per turn, can suffer or can deal an extra 2d6 damage to a creature it hits with a weapon attack if you are within 5 feet of an ally, which it looks like you are.
Yep, for
So
sure.
that 3 is going to be increased by 9 for 12 points of damage instead of the measly 3.
Ow.
The hobgoblin bandito back there is a sharpshooting piece of shit.
Did you still manage to get hit?
The horse moves forward. The driver, yeah, Seabiscuit, yeah! The 40 feet. And that brings us back to you, Pax.
Free action. I curse at the driver to get this horse back on the road.
I'll try.
I'll hop off the wagon,
You hop.
and I will use my movement to get... Let me think. I'm thinking right here.
Yeah. You go
And
out
I
the
yell
front.
Jump down, pull an arrow. He pulls a weird arrow out. I can use my bow as a spell casting. And so, like, I have a little flea I tacked onto the end of that arrow. And I'm going to cast Infestation at the warg to the left of Bahamron's wagon.
Okay, go ahead and click Infestation. Are you within 30 feet of this guy?
Ooh. I'm not. Never mind. I will instead just shoot the warg in the face with an arrow, regular arrow.
Okay. 20 will do.
Oh no, that's critical. Hold on.
I'll just take
Well,
the
it's just
11.
the first die, right? The 11.
You will chunk this thing as you hit it square in its skull. The arrow doesn't penetrate, but it leaves a sickening crack and a welt as it bounces off its stone, or not stone, bone face. It's quite goblin face now that you look at it. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's wrong with that thing? Anything else?
Yeah, I yell at Bahamron to get into cover. Get down, old man!
Over my dead body. No. Alright. Bugbear sees a dwarf. Bugbear fights a dwarf. Believing you a weak, puny thing, he will swing at you with a morning star. Missing in time. Bite these bugbears, guys. They are clearly starved, inefficient fighters. Definitely not the best that Sarl the Insatiable has at his disposal.
Well, John, if you don't mind, I'm gonna spend my reaction hitting him back with
Oh.
my Battlemaster maneuver.
Show me your moves.
Yeah.
Repost. When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction. Yeah, go for it. Blah. D4, you roll a 4, you hit him. Oh my
Let's
God.
go!
Alrighty.
Walk the unerring path.
I
Roll
walked
for
in a
damage.
straight line. I did it.
Please add a D8, which I believe your superiority dice is at this level.
It is.
Oh my god.
18.
Alright, you bring him to 1 health. As you crush him with your axe. He's like, I made a mistake.
I just take one leg off.
Yeah, he's like in the
He
process
swung a little
of
too high.
falling.
I swing low.
Joe Knoll will be right after this horse. He's gonna see. Driver's gonna see if he can get the horse back on the road. He can! Holy shit. With a nat 19. The horse travels slightly, having to spend most of its movement just pivoting. That brings us to Joe Knoll.
Jonal gives something that is halfway between a cough and a bark, and spews fire forth from his mouth.
Ooh.
Casting Burning Hands.
The hands that are your tongue lash out. 2 DC 14 deck saves. I suppose you
On
can...
these two.
Yeah, you can definitely get that without hitting Ozra. Just like that. The Bugbear will make his save, but I think he dies no matter what. He will indeed die. The Warg, though, will also suffer the full 11. You incinerate the Bugbear as he falls backward, pushed by your flames. The Warg will suffer 11 fire damage as it is singed on its back flank.
And then I am going to, I suppose, provoke an opportunity attack from this warg as I retreat.
Yeah, sure. 12?
Nope.
Okay, you run towards the bushes. The highly
You were 10 feet
flammable-
away.
No. I was canonically within 5 feet of it.
Indeed.
I was like there.
Okay. Anything else, Jonal?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Bahamara does what's known as a morale check. He's still in it. He reloads his crossbow. Sees the Bugbear in front of him, fires another arrow. Ugh. Get another 17 to hit. D8 plus 3 is an 8 plus 3. Holy shit, guys. Bahamara max damages this Bugbear in the face with a crossbow. Doinks him in the head as Pax hits his warg. And then the horse will move forward, trying to get the fuck out of the way. Awkwardly. Alright.
Nice drift.
Woo! It sees the warg. Sure. Red War goes first. As it becomes its turn, it's going to try to rip Osric's face off. Charge! 19?
19 hits.
Alright, this is probably not going to do nearly as much damage. Indeed, it will do 3. But I do need you to make that DC 13 strength save, because he's no longer weighed down by his Bugbear.
Oh, a strength saving throw, you say?
Yeah, I believe you're raging, so you have advantage on this as well.
I also have a D4.
You're,
Yeah. Am I okay? Alright.
You're fine. Next war gets to go. Must choose between Bahamaron or the prey it has bit before. I believe it's going to go after the cleric. Ugh, like so. It will try to bite you, Mr. Cleric.
All right.
For another
19 actually beats my AC, yeah.
For 14, what the fuck?
I am
Christ.
down.
June is
Mighty blessed.
bit in the arm and starts being thrashed around as this warg just senses divine energy and is like, I'm having none of this.
I think by your rules, I'm dead. I am at 0 hit points and I have no hit dice.
You have no hit dice?
Correct.
Yeah, you're dead.
Okay.
Okay. The Bugbear on its back will hurl a javelin at the Warlock standing right before it. Actually, yeah, I can do that. It's fine. It misses. Hobgoblin has no real targets except for the driver. He's gonna shoot at the driver. Boop. Missing once more. Brings us to Osric. Osric, you are no longer blessed as you feel the divine energies of a god fade from your shoulders, to be replaced by one that is enraged.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I don't need it.
It's true.
Based.
Osric just fucking hits the work.
That hits.
Uh-huh.
6.
Plus my Divine Fury.
Sounds good.
4. Does it add the +1? Yeah. So 10.
Yep.
First attack. I'll do second one.
That hits.
17.
You bring it to
6.
1 health.
No Divine Fury. Hang on. +2 to both of those, by the way.
Oh, +2. You kill it then.
I'm raging. Yeah.
We gotta get your rage modifier in there. I completely forgot.
I know, I need to. I have not fixed up my sheet.
You're good. It's been a while. You haven't needed to look at it.
Yeah. Just coated in Wargblug, turns around, immediately sees what happened over here, and is already raging, so has no more... Like, just gets angrier, I guess. Just...
Does it make you, like, think about not raging for a second? You're like, oh, holy
No.
shit, the annoying guy's dead. Let's go.
It's more along the lines of, this fucking idiot got himself fucking killed!
There's like a panicked laugh mixed with the raging screams.
Yeah.
Osric, do you end in
I think I
melee
can get
with this guy?
Yeah, I think I can get my full...
For
Yeah,
sure.
he's not that far away. Yeah, I just immediately walk over there, yeah.
Alright, June is a dead man. So we're gonna skip that turn. See you later. We'll revisit you here in a moment.
Sure.
Oscar, this guy has 1 hit point left. Can you finish him?
Yeah, I think I can finish this guy. Then was gonna hit him with an axe.
You kill him. He was
So
already
damage,
on
sure.
his way down, and you just, like, follow through with the attack. Jesus Christ.
You just had, like, a
Bisect him.
moment in time where, like, time slowed down, right? You just finished the attack you made, like, 12 seconds ago.
Uh-huh.
I'm great at my job. I'm gonna... I guess just pick up my hand axe, and then
Yeah,
there's a hobgoblin over here.
there sure is.
And we'll step an additional 25 more feet towards the hobgoblin. I'll be
Sounds-
there in about 3 turns.
Okay.
The snail's race.
Indeed. We hate Action Surge. This Archer, man. Oh, that's a 60-foot cone. He does not have access to that kind of spells.
Just
Sleep
pulls
storm
out the
just comes from the sky.
I think he has to move now. He will move 30 feet. All the way up here. Does he have a better shot? You guys are, like, through this bush now. Where's Joe Knoll? He sees Joe Knoll. He wants to shoot Joe Knoll. Joe Knoll, I'm giving you +2 to this. You have +2
Okay.
AC. He misses. Partial cover. Horse in front. Keeps moving forward. He's in the clear. Charge right away. 40 feet. Brings us to Pax. Pax.
See Hungwon Jun get struck down.
Hmm.
You see Pax get very, like, pale and stone-faced, and he curses in a weird tongue, and he'll Hexblade curse the person who struck down Hungwon Jun.
That damn
that
dog.
would be the warg.
Let's see. What's the bonus? Okay. And then you'll see him just knock an arrow and fire it at the warg.
Okay. You send an arrow over the body of your fallen comrade, but the emotional turmoil of watching a comrade fall in combat is just too much for you. You're having flashbacks right now, Pax, to where everything began and ended.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Bugbear gets to go. Bugbear is a corpse and dies. Horse gets to go. Horse avoids the warg, trying not to die, doing a Tokyo drift. Nope, fuck that. Joe Nall, that brings us to you, bud.
All right. I'll go and get myself in a little bit of cover here, and he probably still has cover from me, but I'll shoot a firebolt at him.
You shoot a firebolt. You will crit him. You will absolutely obliterate this guy. As he shot, missed you once, hit you another time, missed you again, and then just his head is on fire, going down.
Incredible luck.
You only had
That's
8
it.
health.
My turn.
All right. This horse, but more importantly, Bahamron. He's in it to win it. Where's my D20? He turns around. Loads a crossbow bolt. Hits on a 15, guys. He's going crazy. Bahamron's popping off. Oh, he does minimum.
He's circling the wagons.
He shoots the bugbear for 4. As this thing begins, he's like, no, stop, we must kill them. They are evil. This bugbear is dead. This warg is still kicking. The warg will turn to face Osric, and thus, by extension, turn the fucking bugbear to face him as well. He will swing at you, Osric.
That's fine.
Missing entirely. Guys, these bugbears, man. The warg will hit. For 10
We learned who the real brigands are here.
Yeah.
Bugbears are just ornaments.
They really are. Please make that DC 13. You'll probably be fine, but no more bless.
It's fine.
You are raging, so you have advantage on that.
Also
There
a
you
plus 2. Need to add that goal modifier.
I don't think it affects the saves. I think it just affects the damage.
I thought it did. I thought I got.
You get advantage.
You're right. I
for
think I just
rage.
get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the plus 2. You're right. Still 17.
Still 17. You're fine. Please suffer 5, and that's the end of its turn. As Hobgoblin in the back just watched you effectively in one hit kill this thing.
Yeah.
Realizes that there's only one of his allies left. But
Is it
rolls
at
a
least to a
natural
dwarf?
20 on his morale, so he's going to do what's known as push through the bush.
Is
Like
that what they're
so.
calling it these days?
Ah, thanks, Greg. He's gonna shoot the dwarf, beginning to chase him. That's a longsword attack. He will miss. It's the same as his longbow. Brings us to Osric.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna do what I'm great at. And I'm gonna hit the warg. We always start with the warg. No. Bugbear.
Okay. That
Really hate
definitely
him.
strikes.
I'm just gonna do both my attacks so I can get it out of the way.
Perfect.
8.
8.
9, and then Divine Fury. 5.
8. Oh god. 17 plus 5 is often 22. then you will do just enough damage to bring this guy down, for he only had 21 life. The warg looks up. Oh,
Making
shit.
direct eye contact with it, just dripping blood, smiling. Yeah?
Osric, what is best in life?
Blood. Death.
Winning.
Lyman!
We're gonna have to dash. We're gonna have to dash to this guy.
Okay.
It's making
Realistically,
Shame.
it's the only way I can get to this man.
you ever seen a dwarf run? Not good.
It's a sad day.
True. You do have action surge, though. I do want to
I
point that
am
out.
gonna actually use my action surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna action surge to hit him, and then we're gonna use a dwarf special on that same exact attack,
All right. Well,
and
let's
really
see if
hope
you
that
hit
it hits.
him.
23?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Uh huh.
Okay, so I need him to roll a DC.
Do your damage
16.
first.
Oh yeah,
Let's see if you just outright kill him.
I might just outright kill him.
All right. That's 12. All right. He's a 5. All right. He's a 3. He
14.
needs to make a save. Which is a DC what strength save?
I think it's 16. It should be
16.
8
Are
plus
you a
4
20?
plus 2.
8
That's
plus
Unless I
4
14.
messed
plus
up
2?
that's 14. That's 14.
Yeah.
Okay, I realized in the aftermath I was wrong. A 14.
14 strike save. Ugh, he fails. He is prone. We'll put a little sad face
I'm gonna
down.
spit on him while he's on the ground.
Rude.
He's
This
shooting me with a
hobgoblin.
bow, and I had to run up to attack him like a real dwarf.
That guy is safe. That brings us back to Pax. Pax, it's cleanup time.
It's cleanup time. The warg is going down.
Okay. That will hit.
I get a
fun.
bonus to this with the curse, plus 2.
Sounds good.
So that is
7.
7 piercing damage.
I got you.
And I will move to stand over Hung Won Jun and see if he's breathing.
Nope.
You
Definitely,
see
yeah,
no
definitely not.
life in his body.
Yet.
And that's my turn.
Bahammeron parks his horse in neutral. Will miss his crossbow. Apparently, he can only shoot on the move. He just has no ability to stand and shoot. That brings us to Jonal.
I don't think I can get a good clear shot on this warg over here, so I'm gonna dash and hop up on top of this cart.
Okay. The cart trots slightly away, dragging you with him. Here we go. Before coming to a stop as well. This warg is not the most unintelligent creature. It's not an animal, it's a monster. And it is going to do what is known as the bitch maneuver and disengage from you, Osric, moving its full 50 feet. All the way in parallel with Jonal. Jonal, there's a brief moment as you're balancing on the cart. You make eye contact with its goblinoid face and the body of a dog. Both of you knowing, we gotta get out of here.
Osric like yells after it. I knew you were the runt.
Hobgoblin draws steel, stands up from being prone, unless that provokes an attack of opportunity for some reason.
I don't think that would.
And then he swings at you for a 6, missing.
I'm gonna hit him back.
Alright. You burn riposte. You will just hit him on a 15. This guy is... oh my god. He's at 2 health. You are a slayer, is what you are. You just do damage non-stop, Thymond.
I hate goblinoids.
Osric, Can you run down this warg before he runs away?
I mean, as a dwarf,
Oh.
I can if I use my dash, I can get 50 feet. But that doesn't really leave me with much that I can't do from there. Yeah.
Why are we so short and stubby?
I know. Unfortunately, that's where they got us beat. I can throw a hand axe. Oh, I can throw a javelin. I can throw a javelin. I throw a javelin.
Yeah, throw it. You hit it.
That's what we need.
You kill it. Immediately,
Great.
javelin
That's what we need.
arcs over its back and does the 10 damage you needed to kill it.
That's right, you motherfucker.
Everyone. Combat is over. You all look at one another as we immediately jump into a break. Guys, we'll be right back. Everyone, we are back. It's time for the saddest thing that we never got to do in the first season. Greg, if you're watching the stream,
Yes.
you will notice you have a nameplate. You will now notice it's no longer there. It's a fun little meme. It's
Nice.
sort of grim, sort of grisly, but at the same time, so is watching your friend get ripped in half by a Borg. Party! You are in the after battle. The horses have come to a stop. The wagons are beginning to reorganize. Bahammaron is been shot by a longbow arrow. Has pulled it out like a man. He is not the hero he used to be, though. He's quite frail. He's halfway to death, just about. He pops off his wagon, his trusty horse, coming to a stop on its own, stomping on a warg body. Osric, your rage begins to fade as you run out of things to kill. Also, sick throw. You think to yourself, that was incredible.
Yeah, he like flexes a little bit, still got it.
Pax, you look down at your comrade, who, although you knew but for a month or two, is still a brother in arms. That means something to a soldier, even one who isn't where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, he cradles Ungwon-jun. He doesn't cry because he's a man, but he cradles Ungwon-jun.
I love toxic masculinity.
And he makes up some. He starts saying things against the precepts, hoping Ungwon-jun will be like, that is. It's like, I'm gonna walk in the most crooked path ever, Ungwon-jun. I'm gonna go in circles the rest of my life. I'm gonna be so dishonorable, and I'm gonna talk shit to everyone I fight from now on.
You see in his hand this like long scroll that is just like still rolling out. Like it never got finished because there has to be 3,000 precepts written on it. Just the title's just the Scroll of Discipline. It's like still rolling down a hill.
I'm not finishing that for you, man. You have to come back and finish that. There's too many. I can't count that high.
Osric just looks down, like shakes his head. Shame.
Shit.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go check the bodies. Have fun.
Simon doesn't even know he's dead. Like, he's just been on his own little corner of areas, killing things.
Hey, Simon! They got Ungwon-jun. He's not moving. Now you know.
What? You're like 200 feet away from me.
What?
Give me a second. I'll be over there. I'm gonna start dragging the hobgoblin corpse over to the bugbear.
Yeah. You start dragging corpses into a line slightly off the road. Organizing the dead as you will begin to loot the bodies, but Jonal, what are you doing?
I mean, I think I'm gonna gather the partial scroll of precept. Might be only, 300 of the 3,000, but...
Oh yeah, grab his cash. Grab his gold. Don't
Awesome.
bury him with that.
Not the time.
I'm just saying. Listen,
buried
alright,
the
people
man with his
people
gold.
if you bury him with that gold still in his pocket, alright, he'll be dug up in 2 days.
You buried
And then you're
the
gonna
man with
find his
gold.
jawbone, like held by someone named Marge in a store somewhere, trying to claim that it's magical just because it belonged to a guy that died wearing a robe. It's not cool. Just take the money and you just split it up. Here's what he would want.
We're burying him with his gold. You don't want to go to the afterlife
Exactly.
order than you were born.
I
As a dwarf,
scroll through
it'd be
the
offensive if you didn't take my
precepts
gold
looking
after
for
I died.
something about what you're supposed to do with the belongings of the dead.
Oh, I'm sure they're in there. Hold on, let me look through the list I have.
Do not steal from the dead.
I'm sure they're
Listen,
in there.
he's dead, okay? He's not gonna know if we don't follow the precepts or not. I'm just saying.
He always knows.
While you all are arguing, bickering, looking over your friend, Pax, you, with your keen eye that we all know is so perceptive, will see, or rather almost hone in on, not on the money like you normally would, you greedy dog, you, but instead it's almost as if a hand is on your shoulder, just like right where your neck meets your back, and just pushes you slightly down to where you will see on June's body a small, thin, I believe, black box. Greg, why don't you take it from here?
Sure. There's a box, probably more fancy than anything that June has owned. It is engraved with many symbols of containment upon it. If you are a religious sort, you would see this as a box that is meant to harbor either like a relic or something. It might be dangerous or it might be holy, but there is a box made of probably, if it's wood, it's made out of something that has been polished and fossilized. This is a very sturdy box that has been engraved with many symbols. And inside of it, if you open it, you will find a simple wooden flute made of black wood that is like as deep and rich a black as you can possibly find. But has no embellishments or interesting markings, nor does it look particularly amazingly well crafted. But it is notable for being a rich ebony dark black.
Okay.
And that we can sell. Okay, I'm just saying. All right.
We're not selling his possessions.
If they're very expensive, wouldn't he
Do I
want us
get
to?
any? Do I get any heebie-jeebies from this flute? Any darkness, dark magic, weirdo vibes?
It, in and of itself, is not magical. It is not a magic item, though it is being treated as if it is something very important. Right? It is being kept in this very special box. If you have an ability to detect or identify magic, it would not ping as magical in its in that like state, whether it's the spell or your eye or whatever it is. But whether or not you think this is a very strange thing and it gives you the heebie-jeebies, that might be your character's decision.
I showed around to the rest of the party.
I'm just saying, it looks like a well-crafted instrument that we can sell for lots of money.
Ironically, it does not look well crafted. It looks very
Osric
basic.
doesn't know that.
Fair enough. Okay.
Pax,
This is the first flute he's ever seen.
although it
seen elves
is
use
but less than a pound, this thing has weight to it. Supernatural to no one but yourself in this moment.
I hesitantly try to play it.
Do you know how to play the flute?
I've tipped lots of minstrels at lots of seedy places. I'll copy what they do.
Does it play?
It will play.
Yeah. Give us a performance check.
Performance.
Just roll, a natural 1 or a natural 20. No big deal.
Don't tempt me.
I'm tempting you.
Don't tell me with a good time.
Natural 5.
7.
Or
4. 4 plus 3.
equals 7.
We did math.
It's a supernatural 7.
This sound, as you play the notes, is uniquely monotone. You see all the holes that you're supposed to put your fingers down to get different tonnage out of the instrument. But no matter what combination that you put your fingers down and blow into, nor the volume of just wholly exhaling your lungs into it, creates just a intensity of volume, but no change in notes. Just the same one.
Somehow he managed to have an instrument that's just as boring as he is.
One does not speak ill of the dead. I sure that is a precept.
I don't know how to read those things.
Might be a
Fucking
bad
rules.
time, but we're about to butcher a bunch of dead bodies. So
Look, he died in combat. That's the best thing he could do,
you can't pick
according
and
to my
choose
religion.
precepts.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Goblinoids don't count as bodies. They're just monsters. Cut them up.
That's a great point. I want to start.
Yeah. I learned that. I learned that from a dwarf. Anyways.
Pax, do you take the
I
flute?
would very much agree.
I take the flute. I
Please
hold
add
on
to your
to it. I
character
put
sheet. Put black flute.
black flute. Big black flute.
Was there anything in there about money?
There are lots of things about money. One precept says, "Do not be miserly." Another says, "Do not spend frivolously," and to save. In like not the same words, but I can't find it. I was looking for something about the dead, but all it really says is like respect and honor your teachers. There's not really much about what to do with dead people's stuff.
He was like a teacher of the religion with respect.
Maybe there's something in the other 2,700 precepts, but
Well,
I'm
that's
not seeing
right
anything
now
here.
in front of us, and we don't have anyone to ask, and we kind of need to make a decision right now. I'm not saying to disrespect the body. I'm just saying his stuff,
Will be
shouldn't
buried
left-
with him.
will be useful in our pockets.
I think we butcher the bodies, we wrap him up, and we decide on the way. I'm not burying him out here in this wasteland.
Of course not, but no matter where we bury him, they might still dig him up and steal his stuff unless we charitably hand it out first.
Have you thought about how much that's gonna stink in like 2 weeks?
The body? Oh, someone hasn't slept on a mound of corpses before. Am I right, fellas? No? That's me. Alright.
God, do I know if any of these not hobgoblins, any of these bugbears are the captain you're looking for?
You remember that the captain was described as a very large bugbear. These guys are over medium sized for sure. They're like 6'7" to 7 feet tall, but they're lanky. They are not huge. They're not yoked. They are adults, surely, or mature bugbears, but they're kind of uniform. They have the same hand-stitched garb they themselves made. Their morning stars are bits of iron or copper or bronze that have been welded or hammered and nailed into sticks. Just heavy sticks. These guys do not have the aura of a leader. And
What?
none of them actually managed to land a hit on any of you, I believe.
Except
Yeah,
for
we're not gonna.
Wargs did a better job.
Orcs are really good.
Yeah.
That's why they're our natural enemy.
Well, if we're really interested in gold, I think more importantly we should harvest these ears, right?
Yes, I believe the bounty said
do they
5
have
gold
gold
per
on them?
year.
5 gold
So-
per right ear of a bugbear
Wow.
or warg.
Alright. That's 1 ear from each.
What about the hobgoblin ears?
It was not posted in the bounty. You're unsure.
We'll
Does
just
the
add 'em in
hobgoblin have
anyways.
anything on 'em?
Oh,
I mean, worst case, we just toss them in the trash heap in town, right?
Or I ground them up and see what happens.
I want to know how
Anyways.
greedy the party is. There's all this talk about not taking June's gold. June's sitting on
No.
90 gold.
I'm
Like,
bearing you with your gold. That gold is going with you to the grave.
okay, all right. Greed is a thing that we are as a party, and I'm just throwing it out
I may
there.
be
It's not an
greedy,
insignificant
but I'm not
sum.
a bastard.
Okay.
Well,
I
I
take
am a
one-
bastard. This
I
is a
take two-
bastard's guarantee.
I take 2 gold from Hungwon Jun to buy my next round of drinks.
Osric will
I'm just saying, if we bury it with him, someone else is just gonna dig it up. What if we donate it to an orphan child?
Seems like a good idea to me.
You
Right?
would say that.
Thinking.
You would say that, Janal.
I
You're trying to
would.
give your gold away.
I'm gonna
I'm
start
just
cutting off
saying.
right ears.
You do so. Please add 3 bugbear ears, 2 warg ears, 2 hobgoblins.
I'm just saying, it's no use to him in a grave.
I'd like to lie to the party and tell them, oh no, the hobgoblin ears, I saw that. I didn't, you must have missed it. It's a platinum for each hobgoblin ear.
Bullshit.
Now I'm telling you,
is-
that's what I saw.
That is
You ain't never
bullshit
even
for
seen
sure.
a platinum, you motherfucker.
I've seen a platinum. A couple
Yeah?
times.
You steal it off of Duren's dead body?
This is the somewhat hostile conversation you all have. John has
Uh-huh.
questions for the group that you can answer yes, no to. Are we burying June in the desert?
Not yet.
Okay. He will make space then. Bahamron will as well, for he's not the most practical or pragmatic of men. And he is indeed very God-fearing and a cleric of a god who is divinely empowered. Not being buried by his allies would undoubtedly bring a curse to him in his life. Precepts be damned. So if you guys hadn't insisted, Bahamron would have. It is a supernatural fearing guy. And you all will travel. Going fast. Traveling for days. It is the middle of summer. It's quite hot out. There's no rain. There's very little shade in the sky. The horses have to stop often, and detours have to be made to go to the river for new water that is filled into a barrel and used throughout your journey. I want somebody to roll me... Actually, I want Greg. You
Yeah?
have no dog in this fight right now, so I want you to roll me a 1d100.
I'm in it. All right, let's go. I got a 29.
A 29. And then I do have a dog in this fight, so I'm going to roll the other dice. Whoa, a 3.
I just want to say, Osric is going to try and steal the money from his corpse.
I figured. You will look for an opportunity.
That's, yeah.
I get you. We will resolve that once we get closer to town. It's what are you gonna do?
Note that
You're gonna
down
steal it
somewhere.
on the
Osric
road
is a
when
bastard.
everybody knows it's you. You're gonna wait. Osric's a little bit tactical.
Yeah.
Osric gives me the feel of one of those old men, actually, that's like, they say something to somebody like, oh, you're fat. And then you're like, hey, you can't say that. And they're like, I'm 88 years old. I can say whatever I want.
Exactly.
I feel like Osric might just walk up and take the gold. You can't do that. Like, I'm 257 years old. I can do what I want.
You will have several short rests if any of you wish to spend resources. Yes, no,
Yes.
maybe. I don't know.
Hit dice. Let's go.
Indeed.
We'll spend one hit die.
Alright.
Yeah.
It might be time to, now that your cleric is dead, start to invest some of the money that you guys have in healing consumables.
You mean some of the money that we'll get from
Uh,
June's dead body?
I naturally am a healing consumable. I just flex my muscles really hard and I heal.
You breathe super hard. The 29 I need to resolve real quick as you guys travel. Oh! Alright, my survivors, I need you all to roll me a d20 real quick. Whoever is closest to 15 is our winner. No, not a 20, a d20, but...
Oh, I really just... Okay, don't worry about me, guys.
Oh, Osric!
Well,
No,
it didn't
he's
really
just gonna
matter,
roll a
John.
20.
It didn't matter what I rolled.
Osric is closest to 15. Osric, while you are at the river,
Yeah.
helping get new water,
Uh-huh.
helping to scavenge or salvage, plotting your next move, something bad happens. Something
I'm like
ominous.
buffing my bald head.
Indeed.
If I make it shine, I can just do in the face of my enemies and they get real startled.
Very startled. What do you know about the significance of a river alligator?
A river alligator. I know that if I punch one hard enough in the nose, they leave me alone.
Yep. It's like nature, though. What about, like, spiritual stuff? Does Osric believe in water bullshit? Or is he a man of the mountains?
He's a man of battle, and he believes if he wins in a battle against anything, he is the superior being.
I see.
So,
You will see floating down the river where you are headed to an alligator. Floats untouched by any wildlife, upside down, belly up, in the sun, its white scales having been bleached by the sky, and it just floats right by you. You're further upriver than everyone else, having been scooping or bucketing or just full-on dunking a barrel in the shallows of this river. And you see this. What do you do?
shame.
Shame.
That would have been some good meat right there.
You watch it pass you by. Slightly hungry. The rest of you will see this as well. Shortly thereafter, Osric sort of dismissing it. Pax, Thyman, Jonal, you will see it. Giant alligator, floating belly up.
That happen a lot around here, Janal? Just dead alligators floating by?
I mean, I am, relatively speaking, a local. What do I know about this, John?
Yeah, give me a religion check. Or nature, whichever you prefer. Well,
I got a 2 on religion.
most predatory creatures of this river are deified in certain ways. Kind of like how Aesop characterizes animals for us in stories and myth and make them like anthropomorphic or at least speaking. So too are there many stories about the wildlife here. Herons are a big one, as well as alligators. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think, I shrug my shoulders and say, I think there was some fable of an alligator that they were teaching, but I don't really remember. It seemed like nonsense to me.
Osric is strangely enough, what is that? Good at religion? I forgot the word.
Religious?
Proficient in religion.
Religious.
Yeah, he's an acolyte, actually.
He's a nerd. He's a nerd.
Yeah.
True. But do you care about these gods? These are like human
No.
bullshit.
No. Doesn't care.
He doesn't. Instead, Osric brags about it. I know all the religions, all the important ones, not this bullshit.
Well,
Who pays attention to fucking rivers whenever they ever picked up a goddamn sword and fight, huh?
religion or omens, you can still see that big creatures don't die without cause.
I think you've missed the history of this river. It kind of did pick up a sword and fight.
I wasn't here to see it, now was I?
Did the river fight alligators?
I'm really tempted to piss in the river. Just add insult to injury.
It's all water, baby.
It's all going to the
Adding
same
your
thing.
contribution to the river.
We donate our water to the river's water.
Bring great
Gotta
honor
get
to
mighty
the river.
warm downstream, y'all.
I think that's one of the precepts.
Piss in rivers?
Return water to water.
Yeah, write that one down.
Add it to the scroll.
Make it our own.
Or start filling it in.
All right.
Least
Well,
we could do.
someone should mention to Baja about the alligator if you're really concerned about it. I don't think it's no big deal.
Fine, I'll run up to
Yeah.
Bahamron's wagon and say, Bahamron, Osric is hallucinating or something. He saw
He did a
a
good
saw you.
cactus. We warned him not to eat the cactus.
He ate the
It was
cactus,
good.
but then we all saw what he was hallucinating about. It was a dead alligator floating down the river.
Oh
A
shit.
giant alligator.
Belly up.
Yeah, I told him.
Did you tell him it was big?
Big alligator floating down the river. Belly up.
Greg, I just saw what you posted. Yeah, Bahamron will roll a dice. We should consult a priest, which is what we should do for your friend anyway.
Technically, I am priest-like.
Priest-like person.
Okay, Osric! He shouts like 100 feet down. Have you guys filled up the water yet? We still have like 4 days till Creslo.
Sorry, I peed in mine. I had to refill it.
Gonna soak into the wood.
You
That one's
all
for the horses.
head upwards into the township of Crenzo, an unwalled, mostly paved city that sits close to the river with great plantations that surround it. You see that there are massive tributary streams that are not tributary streams. What are they called? Irrigation systems that come from the river all the way up here for several miles, feeding inland more and more. Just by getting closer to Crenzo, you are surrounded by green orchards, all kinds of plants and trees. You see workers, serfs, who are hard at work in the summer with great big sun screens wrapped around their heads and upper torsos to get the sun off of them. It is hard living out here, but there is an industriousness That is hard to beat anywhere else in the human world. Welcome to Krenzo. I don't have a map prepared because I've been super sick. And that was the thing on my list to do, which I never got around to.
That's fine.
We'll use
Maybe
our
you have like 3 days and leave.
imagination.
A big note about most towns in this place is they either have a big temple dedicated to a lot of little guys, little gods, divine spirits, local deities, stuff like that, or they have a patron god or divine here. And John is going to turn to the interrogation room. Bahammaron asks if you want him to come with you to the temple to bury ultimately your friend more than his employee. Or if he should leave that matter in your capable hands.
I think we'll be alright. I'll carry the body.
We will probably not be all right, but thank you for the offer. We can take care of this.
He will tell you where he is planning to go to rest up his horses. He's going to be here a while, doing merchant stuff. This is effectively the start of a long rest, unless you immediately go into combat with each other or with the priest as soon as you see him.
I kick Osric.
Thank you.
I'm dying.
While Osric carries the body, he will take the gold.
Give me a sleight of hand.
And he's not trying too hard to hide it.
Well, you say that, but you rolled quite well. And your only passive perception person who could even match that is who you're stealing from.
Great.
I only have 13.
I know mine's super low. 7.
Because of the one eye, right?
It's just so narratively important. You all walk up. I believe June has been wrapped at this point. Thyman, you're probably carrying most of his, like, heavier stuff, his armor, his weapons, things that he might need in the afterlife if he is from, like, a martial faith. I know you called out his gold, but that's just in his backpack, which Osric has been keen to just carry for you, as well as most of the corpse. There's probably some sort of stretcher that you guys are sharing this burden with, for June's body has become rigid. Surprisingly not that rank, for inside the cloth bandages that sort of will cover him, or the sheet, there has been plenty of herbs that have been seasoned and strategically placed to make his
He
death
probably tastes
smell.
pretty good right about now.
Yeah. Disgusting.
June jerky.
I will never understand dwarves. They want to eat everything.
I'd say I would. I'm just saying, you know.
You could.
You could.
Pax, if I could, I would take a bite out of life.
You clamber up the steps that lead up to a hillside temple close to the center of town. Most towns in this time keep all their important buildings and structures on high ground due to the fear of river flooding and just general, let me show off my town's cool as shit immediately. And in a temple-based society, you will head on up. Overlooking this township, in the distance you can even see Grinya, as well as Lo Arla, which is the central capital of this river. This urban agrarian sprawl stretching for miles and miles and miles. Ranches, settlements, smaller towns not on this map, with names, but still leading up to civilized land. Oh, I need to blow my nose. Excuse me. You see also the road leading up to the Marquesan Pass. Several hundred miles, if you follow that road, you will be brought to Eos Minoris. A land none of you are tied to. And a land of mystery and petty conflicts. Unlike Eos Majoris, which is mostly unified for the civilized races, Eos Minoris is a squabbling political nightmare hellscape that most of you look down upon. Just to seed some discrimination against our previous campaign, I guess.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Those savages.
Barely even human.
I bet they're mostly humans.
Wow. And
You
fuck
head
humans, by the way.
on up to the top of this temple, where you will see several acolytes dressed in fine white linens, wearing tan, gold, black, or purple sashes that are either just around their waists or have a little bit of a shoulder-to-waist component going on. All of them are hooded. None of them are masked. So, there's so much allergies, guys. I'm literally just nasaling up here. I apologize. And as you arrive, carrying what is clearly a body, a priest will quickly trot down to you and say, "Please follow me." And gesture you not towards the main entrance where people just go to pray, but will take you to a side entrance that will lead below the temple into a cooler morgue area.
I will ask the priest to walk in straight paths.
If it's not too much of a bother, if you could follow these 300 precepts in the handling of this body.
Yeah, at least until it's buried.
Is this
I've
his
made
faith?
about
What god
69
does he
degree
worship?
turns in the last. I
He
don't know how long.
worships the wall of discipline.
That's not a god.
Worship is a strong word. He followed.
He
Whatever
follows
god
the wall
is-
of discipline, and he follows. Did he ever mention the name of his god?
I don't know.
I don't-
Listen, no one
I mean-
here is dissing who you follow and what you do for your god, alright? So some respect, I think, would be appreciated.
He was
That's
our
what I
cleric,
also
though.
He was a nice guy.
This priest continues to lead you down into a cooler cellar area where you will see a, I suppose, slab that you can put June down upon. And this priest will grill you for as much information about this man as you all can summon. And let's play the game of who was June's best friend in the party. June, who did you tell the most about your life to? Who are you closest with?
I think that June is probably told the most in his life about his life to the person who is the biggest troublemaker, which has to be Jonal, right? Jonal is constantly rushing around, being a little Labrador puppy, and breaking all the precepts. So I don't know if Jonal considers him close with June, but June has definitely lectured him more than anyone else.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. I need a moment to summon some information. There it is. This man will grill you. You must summon your memory of what June has told you through, I believe, the canonical, week or two you were with him.
Yeah, like
Which is
3 weeks
even
or something.
sadder.
Maybe.
And honestly, more in character, probably, because the dwarves don't give a shit at all about June's faith. Pax is just so self-isolated He probably.
Yeah, I think
it makes sense.
I think Joe Null would absolutely be like, "Oh wow, that's cool." All those things that he's saying, and maybe he isn't paying attention and following, but he's definitely a what's the word I should say here? Would react positively to the messages, even if he's not following them.
Mm-hmm.
Courteous,
Just
smiles,
cool.
nods.
Then please summon information about your good buddy who told you so much about the precepts, so that this man can learn how to properly bury him or consult with specialists of his faith.
Well, what do you want from
I
me
want you to
out
sell
of
me
character?
something, whatever you have on hand.
Well, so I think Jonal would not necessarily be able to summon facts, but he would be able to summon ethos, right? Like, he's much more like would be thinking about like him as a person and the way he acted and the way he was, rather than the nitty-gritty of every single piece of information he has. If you want pieces of information, here's 300 precepts, right? That's written down. So I think that it's much more either like maybe like something like insight or a charisma check, something along those lines.
I can be sold on either. Dealer's choice. Joe Null is able to summon, as he starts talking, he just sort of continues to vaguely ramble, but there's always like a thread he's sort of pulling at. Going through the precepts, going through what he did in life, all the lessons that were taught, the essence of who June was. And this priest will do some rolling of his own as he tries to figure out exactly who this cleric belonged to. He'll ask to see his holy symbol if he has one. Unless that's
We
the
point
scroll.
to the scroll.
Yeah. Ah, shit, he says.
See, I
he'll
always said it was kind of a cult, and your reaction, I think, just kind of really cements that fact for me.
He seems like a... I do not recognize his kind immediately.
He said that once that Hong Wong Jun was his title, not his name. I don't know if that helps.
That was his fucking
Osric doesn't even know the name of the man he robbed after death. This priest will write down your information and things, and will figure out what to do from there. He will ask you if you are wanting a ceremony, or if you will just entrust his body to other holy men. He recognizes that none of you seem to be clerics or paladins or holy warriors, in a sense, which is incredibly insulting to you, Osric. Maybe he just doesn't understand the Dwarven faith, but you are an avatar of your god. This is the war gods, shirtless, ready to rock and roll at a moment's notice.
Just obviously
Blood.
didn't notice the tattoos or the chest hair, just...
He doesn't recognize it. He's
the
from...
uniform of my faith.
The braided chest hair is a giveaway.
Honestly.
I apologize. I am unfamiliar with Dwarven customs and gods.
Well, that's a goddamn shame now, ain't it?
In more ways than one.
You have 3.
But they're very easy to remember.
Trifecta.
Unfortunately, I have 400 to
It's a
remember in
triangle.
my pantheon. He just brags. He just straight up.
Oh,
Wow.
all right, whatever.
thinking
But you don't
400
even know
gods.
the
We
3,000
can eat them.
precepts now, do you? This is disrespectful.
Please, do not.
My gods jumped dragons.
What does yours do, fucker?
Everyone, please. We're in a holy
Speaking
temple.
ill of gods in their temples and over your dead cleric's friend.
Hongwon Jun would not want us to argue like this.
That's true. He'd probably have something even ruder to say about whatever 4,000 whatever.
Do not speak needlessly.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking too much. The less words, the better. All right,
you
I'll
all
start.
wish for a service of this man.
No more than 10 words.
A very succinct service, please.
Brief, with everyone walking only in straight lines.
In an honorable way.
In an honorable way.
No, that I know.
And everyone must be out before 9 p.m.
And everyone
Yes.
that leaves at 9.
Do you know if alcohol's allowed?
It is not.
Absolutely
Not
not. Absolutely not.
Okay. We will schedule a small ceremony. And then he'll talk to you about
Thank
the
you.
rates at which this will cost you. For there is a bit of magical component to this to help hasten the departed soul to reach whatever divine entity or essence he was trying to contribute to in life. Who wants to pay the death tax? It's 25 gold.
Wait, I can do that. That's fine. I'll give
You don't
25 of the 90 gold.
There you go.
The inheritance. All going
Yeah.
towards the funeral.
You'll do so.
I just happen to have some extras, you know.
They will keep June's body. They will tentatively say, come back in 3 days. So that a ceremony can be had. Funeral. And then this priest, seeing you all as adventurers of all sorts of places and peoples, will question you. If I may ask, did you come here by boat? Upriver, downriver?
Road.
By road?
Wagon. We came from downriver.
You took the northern highway up here?
Yeah. Oh shit, you're a religious person. Maybe we should ask him about the crocodile stuff.
The crocodile stuff?
I saw
Yeah,
a
he's on
large
Vex.
crocodile.
Yeah, it was floating downriver, belly up in the sun. A large one.
Real big.
Oh. That is a terrible omen.
It is? Oh shit.
Yeah.
And that happened after he died. That's not good.
If anything floats along this river that is dead, it is quickly consumed, either by fish or by other smaller crocodilians or reptilians, or even the scavenger birds, the vultures that are native to this land. If not even they would touch a, you said giant alligator?
Real big.
If not even they
Yeah.
would touch it, that is a terrible sign.
For us?
What would
or
it
for the
signify?
Truly,
It
it could be.
signifies a rejection of death. A rejection
Oh, well, I do that
of
every day. That's fine.
nature. Did you see where it came from?
Upriver.
This guy is clearly, like, hesitating as you say that. Let's see.
Upriver.
Yes, I
So,
under you said.
Oh, I thought you stopped talking for a second. I thought maybe you just didn't hear me.
It's called thinking.
From,
yes.
From where we were, that would have been towards this town.
Yeah.
what unholy
Yeah, you up to shit, man?
acts are happening within your city?
You having sex with goats or something?
What is wrong with you?
I'm just
aggressive
saying. The
wizard?
last time
He's also
I
just
came
senile.
He's
I-
very old.
I'm a healthy age for a dwarf.
It's a few
I don't
years
think
to
that's
death.
true.
Then I will be direct with you. Dark travelers, clad in cloaks of purple and black, came through here not too long ago.
On bad
And-
colors.
What?
Sorry. No, continue.
Are you making a joke?
I mean, I
At this
was.
plot line that I'm introducing?
No, you go ahead. I just didn't understand why the colors were so. Go ahead.
He narrows his eyes at Osric.
Who the hell wears black robes in a fucking desert?
That's
It's
what's
way
that's
too hot
what-
for that.
yes.
Thank you.
I understand. That's why it was weird. All right. They came by over a week ago, and shortly thereafter, a few disappearances came, or were reported. Things happen. It's not the safest time of year, but from what I understand, the Suzerain has upped the guard presence and is searching travelers who do not have proper identification. It is an ill omen, indeed. If you
These
have nothing
mysterious
to do
people-
with it, then I'm sure it will be okay.
I haven't worn a shirt in like
We just
15 years.
Killed a
just
bunch
saying.
of bugbears before we came here.
And you will undoubtedly wish to head to the guardhouse. Where
Did
they...
the cloaked people leave?
We don't know.
Interesting. With such ostentatious clothing, you'd think you'd notice them if they were around town still.
You would think. I worry that they came from the barbaric lands to the east, from Eos Minoris.
Edible place.
Yes, filled with war, constant civil strife, and elves who fly around on magical carpets.
Fucking elves.
That's
man.
just a fairy tale. I've heard the same.
One can hope.
My
Hey,
mother
listen,
used to
don't-
warn me. If I wasn't good, the elves on magic carpets would come and get me.
Oh man, maybe we can go there someday. They have elves on magic carpets?
Like,
I
y'all
told
have
you, it's a
get
fairy
elves on
tale.
a magic carpet, alright? We've talked about this.
Yeah, but
Oh.
fairies are real.
Of course, fairies are real,
And
they
so
don't
it's a
have-
fairy tale.
but they don't have
Never give them
tails.
your
That's
name.
the
If you
point.
want to listen to a fairy tale,
Fairy-
fairies are not good. They're bad.
Fairies don't have tails. Fairy tales don't exist. Just like elves on magic carpets.
Alright, leave! He demands.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you for
I'll see
taking
you
care
in
of
3
this for
days
us.
for the service.
I hope our friend's
Yes,
body
you-
does not get stolen by weird people in cloaks to do
That would be
nefarious things.
horrifying and also
That would be horrifying.
ominous.
I'm just saying, I'm watching out for you, alright? I'm just, if something happens to this body while we're gone, I'm gonna know who did it.
One must not waste words. Come on, let's go.
A threat
wants
cannot be
to-
succinct all the time, okay?
Who wants to come with me to the guardhouse to turn in the bounty?
Not me.
I mean, I can go with you
Said
if
that
you
in a
want.
strange way, Pax. Would you like to elaborate?
Well, then I'll take Jonal. Pax here with Osric.
Yes. Okay.
You wanna get drunk?
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Alright, we'll be at the nearest bar. See you guys
We
soon.
are going to
Don't
take
get
a very
kidnapped.
quick break. I need to go re-up on a drink real fast because my throat is dying. But we will wrap out this session after turning in the money, or the ears to get money, rolling some stats, and figuring out who Greg's next character will be. We'll be right
We'll meet him
back.
in the bar.
Hello, thank you so much for your patience. Pax and Osric will go to the inn where Bahamron told you he would be going. That way you can bum off his tab, get free drinks, give a toast to your companion. While Jonal and Thymond head on over to the main guardhouse. It is a effective citadel that stands not too far from the temple. Maybe, quarter mile at most. Just past the priest homes where all the families of the clerics and other service people live. You head past a small drawbridge that is currently surrounded by a trench or a ditch, not even a full-blown moat or anything like that. And immediately, Thymond and Jonal, you two are stopped by two guards who are dressed up in the Buaid garb that most national soldiers wear in uniform. There are several whites, several golds, and bronze coloration that they are adorned with. Spears, short swords, shields. They look at you and immediately ask what your business is. Who are you? Show your papers, please.
Hello, we are here with a caravan trading goods. We are the protectors of the caravan, and we slew some of the horrible beasts assailing travelers on the road north.
You find Hothbring? That bugbear
No.
bastard?
Crowd refused to fight us, but we took down many of his comrades. Some of them tried to run. They didn't get out.
These nosy guards wish to see.
I open up my salted box full of ears.
They look at the red ears. What are those?
Hobgoblin.
They had hobgoblins with them?
Worth a platinum.
Not anymore.
These two guards eye each other as you bring proof of hobgoblin activities. And they will say, head inside, ask for captain. Give me a name. Somebody give me a name for this captain right now.
Dies him.
Garcia.
Garcia. Head to Captain
Captain
Garcia. He's inside.
Got it. Come on, Janelle. You have to open the
Captain-
doors for me. The handles are too high up.
I am like 6 inches taller than you, so I I'm still reaching up to grab the handle. And I try to pull it open. I'm like, can you give me a little help here?
Not the full gate, the postern gate. They show you. There's a gate inside the main gate to the citadel.
Oh,
You will see effectively a civil servant who's right behind it, an older guy. He'll say, hello, yes, follow me to Captain Garcia. My god, you fuckers are loud.
what the
And
what?
he will take you inside the Citadel courtyard where you can see a drill taking place of partial city guards or what appears to be militia, more so than anything else. These guys are far too old than the young men recruits that are apparently getting ready for some sort of throwdown or showdown. And as you see an old man or older man slapping them, looking more like a career soldier. He's got a little helmet that he has under his arm with a plume. He's slapping people, spears, trying to get people to stand straight up. He will see you. The old servant will, hey Garcia, will call out, and you will engage with Captain Garcia. As John pulls up a thing.
Captain Garcia, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Jonal the Ascendant, servant of the Witch of the Frozen Way.
I'm Thymond.
I greet you both. How
We
may I
have
assist you today?
we have slain some of the brigands, the monsters, waylaying folks on the road south of here.
We bring you 7 ears.
He will look at them, see the red ones, and say, these are hobgoblin.
Correct.
Where did you
They are
get
part
these?
of the brigands.
As what? How did they act?
Mostly stayed at the edges and shot arrows through, but they couldn't beat an axe in combat, so they're dead.
I see. We had heard report of them, but no one had managed to kill one. After all, wargs and bugbears take too much space and threaten me. This is
We bring you 2.
I'm sorry.
We bring you 2 ears.
Yes, it is proof. That is not a good sign. I will pay you for your ears. I believe it was 5 gold per.
That is true. And for the hobgoblin,
They will share the same rate.
I can agree to that. They weren't on the listing, but money's money.
Surely, if this is the first hobgoblin ear, you could give us a 5 gold extra bounty for just the proof of that they're out there in these bands.
Give me a persuasion check.
It's not a dumb stat, don't worry about it.
You push your luck, Mr. Ascendant.
He's new to this type of thing. Don't worry about it. I thank you for still giving us money for something there was not even a bounty for.
This is why I like working with dwarves. He says, happily. 7 times 5 is often 35, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Please add 35 gold to your character sheet, Thymond, who he believes is the boss. Are you mercenaries? Or simple caravan guards?
Caravan guards, I can do mercenaries work if pay is good.
How many of you are there?
Down to 4.
I see.
Our cleric got roughed up a little too much by a warg.
Well, if you're looking for action, this proof that hobgoblins are now in the mix of banditry will undoubtedly bring bigger bounties is a bad sign that these creatures not native to our lands are now working with the Bugbear menace. It means Sarl's scattered forces are further inland than we thought.
If you give us a bounty or a location, we can look into it.
You'll see postings soon enough, I'm sure. I must speak with my suzerain.
Of course, but my caravan's only going to be here for about the next... We have to attend a funeral in 3 days, and after that, if nothing's forcing us to stay, we're leaving.
And that is your
We'll be here at least a week.
At least. Got to still head north.
Then I wish you luck.
We will wait for postings if there are any.
He will give you a stoic salute.
I'll salute him back.
Do so.
I was a soldier. Quote unquote.
Of a different military, but you are an ally of this person's lands. You will head out of the Citadel, where this captain will report to a suzerain, which is strange. A captain normally would report to a general who is in charge of a city garrison. You will...
Garcia's got big boots to fill.
Apparently. finding the inn where your friends are currently drinking and relaxing and commiserating. We will take an early stop to our adventure here. I'm going to dole out experience. You can split that gold however you want. And then we're going to go over reputation and roll some stats, Greg.
All right.
Because I want to give you a new character sheet. That's what I want to do.
Sick.
So, 3 of us get 9 gold, and 1 of us gets 8 gold.
Well,
Or
I
everyone
killed 2
gets
of
7.
them, so
I killed 2 of them. By myself.
The only one who didn't kill anything, I think, was Pax, right? He damaged several.
This is true.
Ozark, how many did you kill?
I think Ozar killed 4.
Okay, so 9, 9, 9.
3.
Pax, you can have... Actually, wait. We'll all take 8, and we'll give 3 to Baharun. Who is that? He fought.
He fought. Looks at your chump change. You're like, is this the death tax? This is what I heard.
Look, money's money.
Money is money.
So, almost at 8 gold. Don't say I've never given you anything.
Mr. Moneyman himself, passing out the change. Alright, I have made you a new character sheet there, Greg. So now I'm going to jump into experience. And, do we remember our reputations?
I do.
Yep.
Reliability, greed, cruelty, charity, and cohesion. Osric, please go ahead and take a point into greed. Robbing, or not robbing, but taking money from the dead.
Yeah.
Is
Specifically
Robin.
a
Great
dead
Robin.
He
companion.
wasn't using it.
Indeed, he was not. Ugh.
I'll take 1 into greed.
Who else is
No
obvious? We had talks of charity, but talks ain't gonna cut it in this campaign, unfortunately.
Actions speak 1,000 words. We
Yeah.
did not act.
Cohesion. You lost a team member. Everybody lose a point of cohesion.
We didn't have any.
That's
Okay.
-1.
Go to -1, yeah.
Damn.
Except for Greg's new character, who will start at 0.
Sick.
That's not fair. He's the one that died.
Yeah, but this
I'm
is
so
the thing
cohesive, guys.
I can permanently just do this to your team. This is my reputation. I just get to arbitrarily level. I'm going to use it, okay? Charity. Anyone feeling charitable? Did we do anything charitable?
I used the 2 gold I took from Hongwon Jun and buy a round for the tavern.
Alcohol is prohibited, except for when other people are buying it.
Don't say it, Hungwon Jun!
How many charity are you at?
I'm at 1.
Yeah. You can take a point in charity. Though you won't need to up your game to get more.
Got it.
I need to change this music. Anybody feeling... we did greed. Anyone feeling reliable?
I mean, Thyman was pretty reliable.
I guaranteed us a bounty.
Yeah?
Did my part.
How many reliability are you at?
Me?
Yeah.
2. I'm a reliable guy.
You
bounties.
met a captain. You showed leadership. And treated him with respect. Go ahead and take a point of reliability. Which I think is
reliable.
fair. Is that it? Is that all we got?
Was it greedy to try to go for the extra 5 gold?
No, that's just normal scumbag behavior.
Is it cruel to steal from your dead friend?
No,
it's just
he wasn't
greedy.
your enemy. If you had, like, taken a prisoner of the goblins, or the hobgoblins, and, like, either tortured them or coerced them into, like, giving up their comrades, I'd be more convinced for cruelty. But this was very much a blood
not a
versus
humanoid.
blood fight. Of just, like, one side's trying to kill the other side is equally doing the same. It wasn't particularly malicious, it was just kind of mundane combat.
Yeah. Osric already has 2 cruelty. I don't need any more than that. That's fine.
You sure? There's a bonus when you hit 3.
No.
Is there a bonus when I hit 3 reliability?
No, at 5.
Damn. I'm close. 2 away.
Indeed.
We're halfway there.
Alrighty, let me do
Moving on a
XP.
square.
Money will no longer randomly disappear from my pocket.
Roleplay, we did great. We love roleplay. Combat. We need to do some math real quick. It'll be easy math. $200 plus 200 plus 600 is 800 plus hobgobs. They are 1,000 divided by 4, and that's 250 for combat. We are not doing quest progression rewards where I milk out the experience. Instead, we do payouts for quests. So, for instance, if you killed Hothbring, hunted his ass down, taken his head, and then turned it in, you'd get a boatload. Or at least more.
Who says we're not going to do that? We can do that next session.
I
Well,
really want to hunt him down.
so in the previous campaign, there'd be like little checkpoints that the more you developed your quest line that we sort of plotted out, I'd give it out piecemeal. But I'm just not doing that for this one. So no quests were completed. We turned in a bounty, but that was just kind of after a skirmish. And in terms of relationships, we did make 2 inroads. We lost a friend, which is sad, but we learned a little bit more about him.
Did
Then
we?
met Garcia.
We're gonna gain a new one.
Then
He's gonna
we
be a rogue.
met some priests, currently unnamed. Alright, so everyone go ahead and take home, I know how to do math, 550 experience points.
Okay.
Nice.
Greg, you will start at level 3 for your character.
Big sick.
Huge, McLarge, if you will. Go ahead and let's see some stat rolls.
All right. Are you just doing 3d6 down the line?
4061.
Okay. 46 D1.
Indeed.
12, 13, 16, 9, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 8.
We love the 8.
Not bad, not
Not
bad.
bad.
You may plug and place those into whatever attribute you wish to have.
Well,
Race rules are still the same. Yeah. I'm sure we'll talk about what your character will be.
yeah.
over
Do you
the
want
week.
me to talk through character creation, or are you wanting to just wrap up the stream and let me do that?
I'm gonna let you surprise us next week for
Okay.
the stream viewers, but we
Okay.
will undoubtedly hang out a little bit after the
Okay.
session.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys, any shout-outs you want to make before we wrap out?
Shout out to June. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Will be missed.
Down to the wall of precepts, wall of discipline.
True.
Hopefully, we never go there.
Hopefully,
now we gotta
hopefully we go there.
They're gonna beat us. They're gonna
Shout
beat
out
our
John,
ass.
finally healthy enough to play.
Right. Barely, dude. Unironically, I'm just coughing up and puking up snot. It's gross.
Shout out to the allergies trying to kill John.
I'm dying. I'm ill. Boys.
Shout out to the elves on the magic carpets out in the continent. Far, far away.
Guys, Happy New Year. We will see
Happy New
you
Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
next
New
year.
Year.
Thank you all so much for joining us. And as always, don't die.
Be patient.
Adding that one to the precepts.
Don't die, be patient.